Hey there folks, how you doing? Long time no see. Figured I'd make another video just saying hi. It's a Sunday afternoon, quiet Sunday afternoon. I'm just coming from the garden. Let's see if I can point it. Up there is the international school where I work. I'm tending to the vegetable garden that I run there. There's a local neighborhood Chinese shrine, which is a neat little place. They have lots of celebrations. There's a Hindu shrine up the road as well. And in 2 weeks time, it'll be Diwali, or Deepavali, the Indian festival of lights. So there'll be a lot of stuff going on then as well, which is always cool. Yeah, so I was just at the garden. Got all kinds of fun stuff going on there. Daikon radish, basil, carrots. Now you're, hey, Kevin, how you gardening? It's October. Well, this is the tropics, so I can garden all year long. So yeah, and now I'm gonna have a little walk down the road. There's not much around here, as you can see. This is like, I live in a pretty sleepy part of Penang Island, an area called Batu Ferringhi. Not much to do here, and that's got its pluses and its negatives. But to be honest, at this point in my life, a lot more pluses, I suppose. Enjoying this time while I can, because in the near future, well, not quite the near future, but later on in this academic year, once we finish this academic year, we, my family and I, we're going to be leaving Malaysia and moving on to the next international teaching adventure, wherever that may be. China or Japan probably, but there's some other possibilities as well. Not sure right now. I'm interviewing different jobs, applying for different jobs, and I'm not sure where we're going to be yet. I'll keep you up to date here on YouTube. Of course, also the Facebook page. Go join, you know, I've got this, I'm pretty active. I got this Busan Kevin Just Japan Stuff Facebook page, and the link is right below. And I post stuff like literally every day. And there was some weird stuff going on with algorithms for a while, where I was like posting stuff and people aren't seeing anything. I got like several thousand awesome people on that page, and they weren't seeing anything I was doing. But it's kind of getting better now. So I post there really frequently. Lots of photos, current stuff, videos, stuff about my podcast. And then of course, stuff from the archives, photos from the days in Japan and stuff. And you never know, it's looking more like a possibility that we might actually end up back in Japan. You know, I talked about how, you know, the money isn't great there, even when you have a professional career like I do. But, you know, at the end of the day, we might just say, hey, we'll go back to that, and we'll still enjoy life, you know? So more to come. This is an evolving situation. I won't have any answers for a few months where we're going, because I won't know for a few months. But yeah, let's keep on trucking along. Speaking of Japan, I'm heading to Family Mart right now. So this is the main road in Batu Ferringhi. It used to be all filled with tourist shops and stuff like that years before we got here. It's been in decline for a long time. But this is the night market. These are some night market stalls. So different vendors own these inside of their wares, their goods. In the evening, it's all lit up and people selling things. I've shared a lot of photos on social media. If you go to that Facebook page I was telling you guys about, and you can see some photos and little videos of the Batu Ferringhi night market. It's quite famous here in Malaysia, actually. Not just Penang, but in Malaysia. Now this place is quite ghetto. This is a ghetto restaurant, a steak restaurant that definitely needs paint. Oh man, it's ghetto. At night you can't tell, it's just like all dark. But like a lot of the neon, letters don't work and stuff, and I don't know, but it seems to be popular. Not sure, but hey, you know, I shouldn't criticize. Maybe the food's great. I will never find out. But yeah, so these very soon, the vendors will be out setting up. I think some are probably already setting up kind of early, and they're just all like along the road here, selling touristy, kitschy stuff. I'm actually looking forward to, I don't buy stuff at the night market, but I'm looking forward to doing a lot of shopping, maybe in the month or so before we leave Malaysia there's a lot of stuff I've got my eye on. There's some really cool things too, I gotta admit. Like there's they'll sell like a lot of like knockoff like Nike and Under Armour and Adidas stuff, like shirts and things, which are amazing quality. I bought like a couple of Under Armour polo shirts for work, and like they're great. I mean, you know, wash them a bunch of times, they seem like legit quality, and like the tags and logos, everything's extremely legit. They're super comfy for wearing in these tropical climes. Yeah. Now I'm standing in the front of a place that opened up just before we moved here last year, and thank God this place is here. This has been my my sanity place. So I mean, you can see kind of like what we got. Get a little shrine here, and this is like the area I live. There's not much going on, guys, but we do have Ferengi Walk, and there's some shops in there. But the key, if you guys know me and you've been following me for any time on YouTube in my years in Japan, I love me a good convenience, and the Family Mart convenience store here is very much a Japanese style convenience store, so it's fantastic. So this is kind of like a lively spot at night, little kind of rickshaw things here. But the thing is that like a lot of tourists who stay in the area, there's a lot of like resort hotels in this area. At night they're walking around and they realize there's nothing to do, so they all kind of come and hang around here, where there's like a couple of bars and stuff. It is a Muslim country, of course, so you can't just drink, you can't just get alcohol anywhere. It's not super easy, so people you know, we'll flock to the places where there are a few bars, and there's like, and there's a big beach down here too, which is really nice. One of the most famous beaches in Malaysia, Batu Ferringhi Beach. There is a coffee bean and tea leaf behind me. There's a Starbucks down the road too. I don't really care much for the coffee bean and tea leaf. I've never really liked the coffee here. Back in the day, like in 2002, I first moved to Ilsan, South Korea, where I was an English teacher for a couple of years, and there was a coffee bean and tea leaf there, and that was like the only kind of international places in Ilsan at the time. There was like a McDonald's, a Burger King, and a coffee bean and tea leaf, and I used to go to all three of them frequently. All right, folks, so here is the beach. They're getting ready for a big night. Lots of tables out. A place here called Bora Bora. There's a place here called Natsu, and okay, so it says it's Japanese dining. I like to joke to my son. So, you know, my son Kai, he was born in Kobe, as was my daughter. They're Japanese kiddos. And I like to say that this Japanese restaurant here is as Japanese as their father is, which of course means not even a little bit. So I wear my Canada shirt. Yeah, there's no Japanese blood in me. I love Japan, but that restaurant has no Japanese blood in it either. Yeah, so it looks like it's a pretty busy day here on the beach. Big crowds around. It's quite cool. The temperatures are quite cool. It's very much the rainy season this year, and like this beach just goes on and on. It's a few kilometers long. Yeah, so it's a trip. Don't come down here very often. Yeah, food, you know, tourist prices here. Food's really expensive. It's gonna cost you like triple, quadruple what you would off the street, the main street. And I'm sorry to say, but at all these restaurants, the food is like subpar, definitely. And I don't drink alcohol anymore. I've been living an alcohol-free life for the last like almost 2.5, almost 3 years. So I don't booze anymore at all, which is a fantastic thing. I'm very happy I made that lifestyle choice, that life choice for my health a few years back. But so I don't really have any desire to come down here often. I mean, it's nice to come down and see the beach sometimes when there's not many people around, but you know, that's that. All right, guys, well, I just did a little bit of shopping in the Family Mart. Got myself a Coke Zero and a treat. Got some treats for the family, some snacks for everybody. Check out what I got myself here. Hold on a second. Just bag down and see. Is this it? No, hold on. Got myself a little something reminiscent of Japan. A little bit of nostalgia here. These are pretty good. I mean, it is Family Mart style bread, but it's medompan. So it is Family Mart medompan. See, can you see the English? The English. It's got medompan roti melon. So it's got the Bahasa, the English. It's not focusing. Bahasa, English, and katakana. So there are no proper bakeries around here that would sell that. I mean, there are some in Georgetown, the main part of the island, but not around here. So I'm going to enjoy that. Oh, Family Mart's back there. All right, guys, while I'm out of here, thank you so much for watching the video. Check the links below. Check out my new podcast. I've got a new podcast called Tales from Kevin, which is my storytelling podcast. I just made an episode, released an episode today, talking about some memories as a kid. Got lots of great stories from Japan, from China, from my childhood, a lot of memories. It's a storytelling podcast. If you guys enjoy listening to me talk, if you like my storytelling, if you like this, if you like the sound of my voice with a really nice microphone, go check out the Tales from Kevin podcast. The links are below. It's on Spotify and Amazon and Apple and all those places. Of course, the Just Japan podcast is still alive and well. Just I only come up with about 1 episode a month at the moment. So, but there's a huge back catalog, like 227 shows, guys. Links are below to that too. So take care, and I'll be talking to you real soon. See ya.